Imagine living in a city full of life, bustling streets, and towering skyscrapers, only to wake up one day and realize your entire city is slowly sinking into the ocean. Sounds impossible, right? Well, it's not. Some of the world's most iconic cities are in serious danger of disappearing beneath the waves, and the clock is ticking. Stay with us to find out which cities are about to be swallowed by the sea. Number 10. Jakarta, Indonesia. Let's start with Jakarta, the capital of Indonesia, a city that is sinking at an alarming rate of 25 centimeters per year. But that's just the beginning. Shocking twist. Jakarta is sinking faster than almost any city in the world, and the main reason? Excessive groundwater extraction. The underground reservoirs that supply the city's water are drying up, and as the land dries, it sinks. But wait, there's more. By 2050, nearly 95% of Jakarta is projected to be underwater, and it's not just a matter of rising sea levels. This is happening right now. If you thought this couldn't get any worse, just wait until you hear about how the government plans to move the capital away from Jakarta. Could we be seeing the final days of this once vibrant city? Number 9. Venice, Italy. Next up, Venice, a city known for its canals, ancient buildings, and breathtaking beauty. But the reality is much darker. Venice is sinking at about 1 to 2 millimeters a year, and rising sea levels are only making it worse. What's even more terrifying? The city's foundation is made of timber that's slowly decomposing. Imagine this. The iconic gondolas, once a symbol of Venice, could soon be replaced with a grim sight of flooded streets and abandoned landmarks. But here's the kicker. Venice could be completely submerged within the next 50 years. Yes, you heard that right. 50 years. And if you think that's bad, wait till you find out what could be lurking beneath the surface of Venice's ancient canals. Number 8. New Orleans, USA. Let's head to the United States now. To New Orleans, a city already suffering from the devastating effects of rising sea levels. New Orleans is sinking at an average rate of 1 inch per year, and it's getting worse with each passing year. The real kicker? Parts of the city are actually sinking faster than others, especially since Hurricane Katrina ravaged the city in 2005. But the scariest part of all? The levees. These levees, meant to keep the city safe, are in danger of failing due to rising sea levels and the increasing frequency of extreme storms. Can you imagine walking through the French Quarter and seeing it flooded, with buildings half submerged, streets drowned, and the once thriving city left to decay? Number 7. Manila, Philippines. Now, let's talk about Manila, the capital of the Philippines. Manila is sinking by about 5 centimeters per year, and it's not just because of the rising sea levels. It's the massive over-extraction of groundwater that's causing the ground to sink and subside. And while the city continues to grow and expand, the sinking problem is only going to get worse. Experts predict that, within the next 50 years, large portions of Manila could be completely underwater. What's even worse? This city is heavily populated, with millions of people living in low-lying areas. A massive flood could leave thousands stranded, or worse. Picture this. Streets full of people, going about their day, and suddenly the water rises so quickly that escape is impossible. This could become Manila's tragic future. Number 6. Dhaka, Bangladesh. Dhaka, one of the most densely populated cities in the world, is also facing an existential threat. It's sinking at an alarming rate of 1.5 meters, 5 feet per year, largely due to overpopulation and the overuse of groundwater. To make matters worse, rising sea levels and a lack of infrastructure are only accelerating the sinking. Here's a chilling thought. If this trend continues, Dhaka could be uninhabitable in the next 20 to 30 years. Can you imagine the scale of disaster that could unfold in one of the world's most crowded cities? Imagine the sheer number of people being forced to flee and the massive destruction that could follow. And yet, this is a very real scenario we're facing. Number 5. Bangkok, Thailand. Now, let's move to Bangkok, a city that's sinking at an incredible rate of 2 to 3 centimeters per year. You might be wondering, how is that possible for a city built on a river delta? The answer is simple. Over-extraction of groundwater. Bangkok is facing a dire situation with huge sections of the city sitting below sea level. What's even scarier? Bangkok's rapid urbanization combined with rising sea levels means large portions of the city could be submerged as early as 2050. That's less than 30 years from now. Imagine standing in the bustling streets of Bangkok, surrounded by skyscrapers, and suddenly realizing the water level is rising too fast for anyone to stop it. Is this the future of Bangkok? Before we dive into the top 4 cities that could soon disappear, I need your help. If you're as shocked as I am about these sinking cities, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Please subscribe. Because hitting your subscribe button can give me new motivation to work harder and succeed. Stay tuned, because what's coming next will blow your mind. Number 4. Jakarta. Again. Let's circle back to Jakarta, but this time with some disturbing updates. Jakarta is already sinking at a rapid pace, but a new twist is that the city's coastline is eroding at an equally terrifying rate. The government is considering drastic plans, including building an entirely new capital to replace Jakarta. Just imagine, entire city blocks, bustling with life, soon to be abandoned, as they are overtaken by the ocean. But there's a catch. The relocation of the capital to Borneo might not save Jakarta from its ultimate fate. The city is sinking so fast that no matter how much money and resources are invested, there may be no turning back. Number 3. Miami, USA. Miami, a city known for its glamorous beaches and stunning skyline, is facing a future no one could have imagined. The city is sinking at a rate of 3 millimeters per year, but the real problem is climate change. Rising sea levels are encroaching on Miami's shores, and it's only getting worse. The twist: Miami has already begun to flood, even during sunny days. Can you imagine walking down the street on a bright, clear day and suddenly the water starts creeping up from the sidewalk? This is happening right now. And experts predict that in just 30 years, Miami could face regular flooding that forces its residents to evacuate. Will this iconic city become a new Atlantis? Number 2. Alexandria, Egypt. Alexandria, a city with thousands of years of history, is slowly being lost to the sea. Located on the Mediterranean coast, this city is already experiencing severe coastal erosion, and rising sea levels are eating away at the coastline. What's even more shocking is that Alexandria is home to some of the oldest monuments in the world. Monuments that could be lost forever if current trends continue. The shocking twist? Alexandria might not even survive the next 50 years. Imagine walking through the ancient streets, knowing that they could soon be submerged, their history erased by the water. Number 1. The Maldives. And finally, the Maldives, a paradise on earth that could soon be nothing more than a memory. The Maldives is one of the lowest-lying countries in the world, and experts predict that by 2050 it could be entirely submerged. The nation is made up of over 1,000 islands, many of which are no higher than 1 meter above sea level. Rising sea levels have already started to erode beaches and flood the islands. The Maldives government has even considered relocating its entire population to other countries. The jaw-dropping fact? In less than 30 years, the Maldives could vanish completely, with no trace left of its once glorious beauty. So, which of these cities shocked you the most? Which one do you think has the most pressing chance of sinking first? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more mind-blowing top 10 lists from around the world. We want to know your thoughts on which cities you think will sink next. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.